Hi, I'm going to take you through the Gamepad controllers and how to use them with the Whirligig, and also I'm going to take you through a couple of troubleshooting guides just to make sure that you can get the best experience you can. So first off, let's start up Whirligig. So wait for that to kick in, and we're in. So now we have the Whirligig interface, and we have the ability to go up and down. And now, if I use the controller here, now I'm using the D-pad on my controller. This is the controller that is mine. I've actually got a 360 controller rather than an Xbox One. But you can see that it's actually working straight away. Now sometimes, this is a troubleshooting element, sometimes you might find that that doesn't happen. The program is, Whirligig is designed to auto-detect your actual game controller, and the problem here is that the actual button settings for the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 are different. Now, if I press X on the keyboard, now one thing before we actually press X is that make sure the window is in focus. So if it's not in focus, X won't do anything. It's like pressing X, just in standard window. Make sure it's in focus, press X on the keyboard, like so. It brings up the game settings for your actual Xbox controller. Now at the moment, the default is set to auto detect. I highly recommend you that you simply set it to the controller that you actually have. So mine is Xbox 360. And then if I press X again, then it'll go back to the normal settings, normal page. Now, hopefully that will be improved in the future, and it'll definitely auto detect. But at the moment, it does auto detect, but not always on everybody's systems. So I thought I'd mention that to begin with. So let's get started. So now we've definitely got the control set up, and I'll just prove it by using the D-pad going up and down, like so. This is the main page, the opening page that you've got for your settings. So if I look to the left here, we've got a selection of different keys that we have for the actual controller. Now these keys are all the default ones that come with the player. They can all be changed, and you can just set it up however you like. And there's many other options in there that you can actually set them to. But at the moment, if we look at them, we've got glue to face there, skip backwards, skip forwards 1 minute, edit gamepad, explorer, stereo options, loop video, save and load, play pause, and reset orientation. And the D-pad will work as the arrow keys do on the keyboard. So first off, let's just have a look at the D-pad. So the D-pad, if we move it up and down, like so, you can see that the actual menu is highlighting different menu options as we go up and down. Now, if we have a highlighted menu option, we can then move that and adjust that by using the left and right arrows. So if I do that, left, right, you can see I'm changing the tilt there. We can just do it a little bit at a time, like so. Now these can be done with these options here, if you want to. But if you just want to use it without, with just the gamepad, you can do it that way. Now the play pause button here, which is that one there, which is currently set to that one there, that is the equivalent of fire, and it also plays and pauses outside. So if I hit play and pause without looking at anything, then because this isn't a video, it's a still, it just removes the menu, and then again we're back to before. But what it also means is that I can point the actual pointer at the arrows, and then if I hit play, pause, it actually affects it like that. Like so. So that's the general use of the D-pad and also the play pause button. Okay, so if we go to the Explorer, which is that button there, like so, and we can explore and navigate the menu system here. So down, 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 down. C drive, if I push left, it will select. Now I'm in the C drive. Down, 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 down. Media, push. Sorry, right, I should say, not left. Right selects it. We go up one. There we go. We're in videos. Go to videos, and now we're in the videos. If I go left, 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 right, down, 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 media, down, down, videos. So I'm going to put on Vortex by Aaron Bradbury, because I think it's a good example to be able to show the stereo options as well. So if I hit go for that, now you can either hit play or pause, or you can hit the right button. Now I hit play and pause there. So if I hit play on this, so the video is playing. Now I haven't got the settings set up correctly here, so if I go back to here, I know this is a fisheye. I know it's at 45 degrees. That'll do. And I also know it's side by side. Now the option for side by side is on the actual joypad. It's on the gamepad. You can also use the press Y on the keyboard to access the stereo options as well. Now if I press, I can either push the option that I've had set on the gamepad to open up the actual gamepad options so I can see them all on the monitor, or I can press X on the keyboard. I'm going to press X on the keyboard. So the settings, as you can see, has appeared on the keyboard. Just to confirm it, there's stereo options there, and it's that one there. So just to clarify, now if I press that button, you can see we're going through the stereo options there. So fisheye over under, fisheye, fisheye side by side, fisheye over under, fisheye, fisheye side by side. I know it's B. And then we can hit play, and as you can see, it's appeared like so. And then that will play through. Now, at this point, now we're playing the film, we have the ability to skip forward using the skip backwards and forwards buttons that we've got for the gamepad, or we can use left and right, which will do it a little bit slower. So there we go. So we can just tap it, and it will just go like 20 seconds at a time, or 10 seconds at a time, or hold down, it will speed up and go through, like so. So if I pause that by pressing the play pause button, that's the general setup of the actual gamepad. So what else have we got? The thing is the gamepad is kind of a way in which to add lots of extra functions and also change many options on your system, on your actual player, that aren't necessarily as default. So I'm going to hit the gamepad option, which is the back button, which is here. So edit gamepad, as you can see here. Now I'm going to start changing these options. So I'll just take my headset off just to make it a little bit easier. So what we've got here is that the click button here is glue to face. The click button here is reset orientation. We've got Explorer here, skip forward, skip back, stereo options loop, save load, as before. But let's, for instance, take this one. So we've got a drop-down list, and all these elements are in the drop-down list, and we can change them to any of these. And I will continue to add during my time working on the player. I will continue to add extra options. So, for instance, I could select this one as full screen mode. So, if we go back to the actual main player by pressing back, and then I press that button, it sets it to full screen mode. And I press it again, it sets it back again. So now I've added that as an option. So that I've changed that option. Let me just go back because I'm playing that. But changed that option. I've got a new feature that I wouldn't have had before. So what else have we got? Inventory is an unusual one to have in there, but it's in there. That's to do with gaming, but it's not really necessarily useful at the moment. And a glyph is for the desktop mode, so when you're not using it with an Oculus Rift. We've got edit gamepad. We've got a couple more at the bottom here. Tilt down, tilt up, tilt down as set options on the actual gamepad, and we've got move forward and move back. So I'm going to just use one of these. So actually, let's make this a bit more make a bit more sense. So I'm going to actually change this one here, stereo options, to play pause. I'm going to change this one here to move forward, and this one here to move back. Press X or the option edit gamepad option on the gamepad, and now I can zoom in and I can zoom back using those two buttons. So it's a huge amount of it adds a large amount of customizability to the actual player, and also in time I hope to continue to add new features to the gamepad options, so I can actually provide new features that aren't necessarily desired in the basic build. So if I go back up again, so you can even have up and down and left and right. Jump to start, so we've got jump to start there, so if I press that and press that, it jumps back to the start. So expect many more options to be added over time. I hope this has helped to clarify a few things related to the gamepad options. If you have any problems or if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I hope you enjoy the experience of Whirligig, and I hope you continue to use it in the future. Thank you very much. Bye.